In this video, we are discussing HBase table creation and data insertion. How to create a table and how to insert records on it. How to create table in HBase? We can create a table using the create command. So, create command is there with the help of which you can create a table, but obviously we are supposed to pass some other parameters. And here you must specify the table name and the column family name. Syntax will be like this: create, table name and column family, and comma will be there as a separator. So, let us go for one example. So, to create a student table with the personal data and college data column family. So, I am having two column families, one is the personal data, another one is the college data, and the table name will be student. The syntax will be something like this. So, create student comma personal underscore data comma college underscore data. So, using this particular command create, we can create a table. The table name will be student and two column families as we have mentioned. Note that start Hadoop at first to run all these commands. So, Hadoop should get started at first, then we should issue such commands. Now, we shall discuss how to insert data into table in HBase. So, here the command will be put. So, using put command we can insert rows onto our table. So, syntax will be put table name comma row num comma column family colon column name and then the value. So, in this way we can go for that. So, let us insert one row, the row number will be 1 to the student table, and here we are supposed to use this particular command like this: put, here the table name is student, row num is 1, personal data, personal underscore data is the column family name, colon name is the column, and then Abhishek is the respective value. So, let us go for one practical demonstration for the easy understanding of this concept.
At first, we shall start Hadoop. So, Ctrl Alt T to initiate one new terminal here. So, to start Hadoop, we should type $Hadoop underscore install, all in capital letters, /sbin /start -all.sh. So, this is a shell program which is supposed to get executed to start Hadoop on our system. Now, to check whether Hadoop is executing properly or not, we are executing the command jps, and you can find that node manager, name node, resource manager, secondary name node and data node, all the processes are executing. Now we shall initiate our GUI interface of Hadoop. So we are opening our browser. In the URL we are typing localhost colon 50070 /. You see the name node related information is coming here. All the name node related information, they are coming. So Hadoop is operating fine. You can go for utilities, you can go for browse the file system, and all the default folders and the files are coming here. So that indicates that my Hadoop is executing perfectly. It has got loaded and initiated into the memory. Now we shall start HBase. So how to start HBase? So let us open one new terminal, that is a Alt, Control and T. So a new terminal will be opened here. So Alt, Control and T will be the combination. So at first we shall execute one shell program, that is a start hbase.sh. And then we shall go for JPS to check what are the new processes have started. You can find that before executing this start hbase.sh, I had these processes. So now we can find that we are having extra processes like your hmaster, we are having hregion server, and also we are having the respective hquorum peer. So these are the three new processes: hmaster, hregion server and hquorum peer. So there are three separate processes have got initiated when we initiate our HBase. So now let us go for this, and then to bring the HBase shell, we shall going for HBase shell. In this way, the HBase shell will be coming here. Actually, you see the shell is getting initiated, and this is the prompt we have got. And HBase contains a shell using which we can communicate with the HBase. And HBase uses the Hadoop file system to store its data, and it will have a master server and a region server for this operation. The data storage will be in the form of regions, that is known as the tables, and these regions will be split up and stored in the region servers. The master server manages these region servers, and all these tasks take place on SDFS. So let us go for some commands which will be supported by this HBase shell. So at first we are going for the status. So this status command provides the status of HBase, and for example the number of servers and so on. Next we can issue the command, that is the version. So this version provides the version of the HBase being used in our system. Let us go for this table help, table underscore help. So this provides the help for table reference commands. Next we are having the command which is a very common one, that is who am I, which will give us the provides the information about the user. And now we shall go for actual practice on this HBase, and here we will be creating one table. The name of the table will be student, and it has got two column families, there is a personal data and college data. So right now we are going for table creation and data insertion. In this session we will be covering this part. So to create a table named as student, which will be having two column families, one is the personal data and another one is the college data. So how to create that one? In that case the command will be create, then student. Remember the student must be enclosed within single quotes, comma. So that is our table name. So now we are having the column families. The first column family will be personal data, and next column family will be our college data. So create student, that is the table name. Then we are having the personal data, that is nothing but first column family, and comma, the second column family is our college data. Okay, so now if I go for enter, the command will be executed. Okay, the command has got executed. Now to see that the list of tables which are they are existing, to get that one we'll be issuing the command list, and here you can find that EMP was pre-existing table, and this is the table which you created, that is the student is existing when you issued the command list here. Okay, now so this much we have done, how to create a table and how to get the list, to see that what are the tables that are existing in our system. So now we are going for describe, and which will show the student table description. So describe student, remember student must be enclosed within single quotes. So now that is our student, it is telling, and now we know that we are having two column families, one is the college data and another one is the personal data. You see, so this is the column families description, name implies college data, and here you see the name implies personal data. So this is one set of information for the first column family, and this is another set of information for the second column family, and you can find that it is having the key value pair type of concept. Okay, so we have done with this describe student. Now we shall go for some record insertion. So insert details into the table for three different students. So that we shall do, the command will be put and then student within single quote obviously, and then we shall go for this one, and then we shall go for personal data. There is a first column family under which I'm defining name and giving the name as say Abhishek. So this is the name I've given here, Abhishek. Okay, so that is the first one we've given. Next one we're going for, that is our city. There is a student, put student 1 personal data colon city, and here we are giving this name as Lucknow. Okay, next we are going for college data. Here we are going for this college data, and here you can giving this one as stream. So this is a computer science, we're getting this one. So here we're going for this year. So there is the year, we shall go for say second. Okay, now we shall go for our second record. So I shall go for this put, and then I shall make this one say I'm going for this one as personal data name. Yes, that will be better. So I'm making this one as 2, then personal data name, next one I shall go for city, making this one as 2. Next one I shall go for stream, making this one 2 here, and then I shall go for this year. Okay, let us go for the another one. For the third student, then I shall go for city, then I shall go for stream. For the third student, there is a stream electronics, and last one say year. I'm going for the year, and for the third student. Okay, so I have done the entry of this information onto our student table. So in this particular demonstration, we have shown you that how to insert information onto our table, how to issue the command describe, and how to create one table, what is the purpose of list to get the list of all existing tables, and so on. And in the next videos, we'll be going for more operations on this HBase. Thanks for watching this video.
In this video, we are going to discuss data scan and read operations on HBase. So what is scan from a table? The scan command is used to view the data in HBase table, and using the scan command we can get the table data. So what is the syntax of issuing this scan command? So syntax will be scan, then only the table name. So to view the student table data, we should use the line that is scan student. Next, how to read data from the HBase table? The command will be get. The get command is used to read data from a table in HBase, and using get command you can get a single row of data at a time. So syntax will be get table name and then the row number. So we can select a single column. You also using the get command, the syntax will be like this, that is a get table name, row num, and then within curly braces column implies column underscore family colon column name. So and then the curly brace will get completed. So in this way, using this get command, you can select a single column. So like this one, you can select a single column using the get command and you can print it. So let us go for one practical demonstration for the easy understanding of the issuing of such commands.
Now we shall give you the demonstration on the data scanning and reading. So already we have created one table. The name of the table is student, and which is having two column families. One is the college data, another one is the personal data. So now if we execute the command, that is the scan student, and if I press enter, you can find we are having the rows. So row number 1, we are having there's the first student details, then second student details, and the third student details we are having. So there is a column college data stream. So timestamp will be there, and then value computer science, then college data year, timestamp will be there, and then value second. Personal data city, we're having timestamp value there, and then value Lucknow, and then personal data name, we're having timestamp value is there, and then value is equal to Abhishek, and that is for the first student. And in this way we have entered the 3 different students details here. So there is a row number 1, row number 2, and row number 3. So that is coming, and this is our column plus cell value. So in this way you can get this idea that whatever we entered, we are getting them right in front of us. Okay, so the command is here scan and the database name and the table name. Okay, now if I want to get the data of the row 2, only for row 2, we can do that one using the command that is a get student. Obviously student must be within single quotes, and then 2 comma 2, and 2 should be also in the single quotes. You can find we have got the only the second row details, that is the second student details, and that is the and stream is physics, year is 3rd, city is Kolkata, and name is Shibham, and here we are having the timestamp value also. Okay, so now if I want to get the city field for a given row, say row number 3, I want to get only the city field for the student number 3. So how to get it? So here we shall go for this get, and then student must be within the single quotes, and then comma, then we will be having our 3, then comma, then curly brace, then go for column. I'm making this one as personal data, whatever you typed, and I require only the city there. So I require the city for a given row. Here the row number is our 3. So that is the end of the command. So let us check once. So get student 3 means for the row number 3 for the third student, and column we're going to have only the personal data colon city. So if I press enter, what the value we are getting? The value we are getting is Delhi, because the third student is having the respective city as Delhi. So that has been picked up. So it is picking up the data for the third student. So you are going for, if you go for the conception of that database, we are going for this selection, but we want to retrieve only the value for the city, and we are doing the projection here. So you are getting a flavor of selection and projection, how to do this one. In our HBase, we have shown that one. Thanks for watching this video.
In this video, we are discussing disabling and enabling of a table in HBase. So what is table disabling? So to delete a table or change its settings, you need to first disable the table using the disable command. So before going for the deletion or before going for change in the settings of the HBase table, at first we should make the table disable. So the command will be disable table name. So syntax of the command will be disable table name. Here disable is the command here. So when the table is disabled, we cannot scan it or we cannot insert some data onto it. We cannot get the content of the data, we cannot perform any insert operation of a new data onto the table is prohibited. So to check whether a table is disabled or not, we can use the command that is is_disabled command. So syntax will be is_disabled and the table name. Now it will give us the idea, give us the output whether the table has got disabled or not. What is table enabling? When a table is already disabled, we can enable it by using the enable command. So syntax will be enable table name. So to check whether a table is enabled or not, we can use the command that is is_enabled command. So syntax will be is_enabled and then the table name. In this way, it will give us the idea that whether the table has got enabled or not. So let us go for one practical demonstration for the easy understanding of this concept.
In this demonstration, we shall show you that how to do the disabling and enabling the tables in our HBase. That means how to make the table disable and how to make the table enable here. So to disable the table, that is the table student table, we are going to issue the command that is the disable student. So we are going for the disable student. So the command is disable student. So if we execute this command, you can find that it has got executed successfully. We can check. You can go for is disable student. You can find that it is giving you true. So if you go for is enable student, I'm getting the answer here false. Okay. So now in this disable mode, if I want to go for scan student, if you go for the scan student, you see the scanning is not being done because the table is in the disable mode. So that's why I cannot do the scanning. I cannot see the content of this table. So that is the scan whatever we have executed here. Now we shall go for the enabling of the student. So the command will be enable. So the command is enable. Then if you go for the scan, you can get the content. You can go for is enabled. So that is a true. If you go for is disabled, the condition will be false. And in this way, in this particular demonstration, we have shown you how to do enable and disable of a table which we have created earlier. Thanks for watching this demonstration.
In this video, we are going to discuss data deletion in HBase table. How to delete entire row, how to delete a certain cell, we'll be discussing them. So how to delete data from a table in HBase? Using the delete command, you can delete a specific cell in a table. So syntax will be delete table name, comma row num, comma column family colon column name. So here we are mentioning the column family, colon the column name and comma the timestamp. So the timestamp field is optional. You can delete data without using timestamp also. So this is a syntax to delete a certain cell, that is a certain column under one column family. So to delete the entire row, the syntax will be like this. There is a delete all table name comma row num. In that case, the entire row will get deleted. For the better understanding, let us go for one practical demonstration where we will be showing that how this delete command or delete all command will be working there.
In this demonstration, we shall discuss how we can delete data from the table. So before going for the deletion, at first we should see what is the current content of our table. So we are issuing the command scan student. So I shall write this one as scan student. So you see this is the current content. So now I shall go for the deletion. So how to do the deletion? So let us suppose delete the data of city cell from the row number 2. So row number 2, we can have that. For this row number 2, we are having this city. The value for this row number 2, we are having the city value is Kolkata. Okay, so I want to delete that one. So how to write this one? So I shall go for this delete and then student, obviously within single quotes, then student, then comma, then 2 must be also in single quotes, then comma, then personal data. And what is the data? City. So this is a respective, so I should be sticking with the single quotes only, and then we shall press enter. So delete student, that is the table name, comma 2, that is the row number 2, there is the second record. We are having this one as personal underscore data colon city. So now the respective record has got deleted. So let us go for a cross check. We shall go for this one as scan student. You can find that the Kolkata is missing. So for the second row, we are having only 3 rows are there. So the city is missing here. So it has got deleted. So after doing the scan student, I've got the idea that that row has got deleted now. So now if I want to delete the entire row whose row number is 2, I want to delete the entire row whose row number is 2. So how to do that one? So in that case we shall go for say delete all student within single quote comma 2 only, and 2 should be also in single quote. So here you see I'm not mentioning after this 2, I'm not going to mention that is a personal underscore data colon city within the single quotes. I'm not mentioning that one. So as I'm not mentioning anything, so it will delete the entire row number 2 as a whole. So let us go for enter, and you can go for the scan say student. You can go for the scan student. You can find that we're having this row number 1, we're having this row number 2. So we are having column families like your college data and personal data. So accordingly they are surviving, but only all the details against the row number 2 it has got deleted, and that is the purpose here. So how to drop the table now? You see how to drop the table. So we shall go for this one as a drop student. So if you go for the drop student, you see the table student is enabled. Disable it at first, then go for the dropping. So disable student, disable student. So is disable, that means I shall have to check whether the table has got disabled or not. So I think it should be disabled. So let me go for the cross check. Yes, it is not disabled now, so it is true. So then if I go for the drop student now, you think you see the table has been dropped. So now if I go for the scan student, I cannot access the content. I cannot access the content. So in this way I've shown you that how to perform the deletion from the HBase tables. Thanks for watching this demonstration.